New to me gear means one thing. I test it before I trust it. Today it's the perk pot and the camp stove. And the reward is a sweet, scenic spot. Okay kids, here's our quick loadout for today's mission. And the mission is to test out the camp stove and the perk pot. All right, here's the cast and crew. We have got, of course, the stars of the show, the big star, the headliner, which is the camp stove. We've got the best supporting actor here, which is the perk pot, which is going to make the sweet brew in the sweet spot, and the ensemble. Okay, so what have we got? We've got an extra propane tank. That makes 3. So, because you never know, right? We've got the cooler to pack the cream and the sugar and such. We've got enough water in the monster jug to brew and do a quick cleanup afterwards. I'm foregoing the day pack for the camera backpack because we don't know what kind of filming we're going to be doing. And of course, the action cam. Okay, that's it. Let's get this packed up and this show on the road. Durable dads, brothers from other mothers, and sisters from different misters, thanks for tuning in. Behold, Walloper Lake, the chosen site for doing my field test of the Coleman camp stove and the accompanying perk pot to brew it up and see how it works. Now, a little bit about Walloper Lake. Walloper Lake is a chain of 4 lakes about half an hour away from Kamloops, and the last one to get kind of scoped out by me. The first one is Stake Lake, which is a series of trails for biking and hiking. McConnell, sorry, that one's actually technically first, which is very family friendly and very paddle friendly. Lac Lejeune, which is the biggest of the lakes, which is a provincial campground and rec site. So it has a little bit of everything. And then Walloper, which is kind of a day use area and a hot spot for fishermen, and one place that I wanted to scope out because I'm definitely coming back. Okay, I'm about to get set up. I've been waiting for a family that's been doing a little bit of a picnic action, which I totally endorse, to clear out before I set up. So I'm going to take a little bit of a walk around and show you more, get you some gratuitous lake footage while I wait and then get set up. Anyways, catch you next clip. Okay, I think we have everything, people. We've got the perk pot, the stove, a barbecue lighter just in case that this doesn't fire up, a receptacle to put the coffee fixins in there, and water. Okay, let's get to some setup. Let's start with the water. This is a handy jug. So what this does, this allows you to have a spout. I love this jug, pretty great. So you just put this back on this way and your spigot back in this way. Undo this so we have some airflow. Voila, water. Okay, now for the big part, just to get this out. And what? That feels like there should be enough in it to have a coffee. Okay, let's do that. Set that aside for now. Here we go. All right, we're missing an important part. Where is it? Yeah, regulator. Okay. Voila, like this. Like this. Ta-da, we're set. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay. The regulator is found back here. Now, one of the things that you should check is to make sure that this O-ring in here is intact and sealable, because you know what? If no O-ring, no coffee making, you make the O face. All right, in you go. This thing just kind of plugs in like this, and we tighten it up. Hopefully you guys have a good shot here. I know over there, the other camera, you're not getting a good shot. Okay, just hand tighten is good enough. Now, I got an idea. Let's move this. Ooh, ooh. Around this way. I guess it's designed to pivot to accommodate however section or however you want to lay out your bottle. Right hand thread. Let's undo that because I hear some gas. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Okay, these must be set to on. Yep. Let's turn them off. Oh, I guess I should have checked that first. Okay, now let's get back to this. Okay, we're going to take a pause that refreshes and figure this out. Well, we know the gas works, so, and I think I have it turned off, but I heard the gas going. So let's get this back in. Yep, that's going. Anyways, I didn't get to check the igniter. So it sounds like it's kind of loud, but listen to that. Now, I'm going to check. Okay, that's off. Okay, and that's off. Okay. All right, let's turn the gas back on now that we have a seal. All right. And the igniter works. We're set. Next steps. Let's get some coffee in there. Okay, I've turned down the burner. Now we're going to move this over here. Get set up. All right. Let's get some good camera angles. God, that thing howls. Cream. Fresh propane. Sugar and coffee. Okay, now the story with coffee here is first, let's get the water. So I like my coffee strong. I may have told you this already. So we're going to go for about 6 cups. I've got a ratio worked out. And I call it about half a cup of coffee of ground coffee, of grounds, to say, let's say 6 cups of water. I can see the line there. All right, here we go. We've got the water. Now, yeah, I know you might think that a half a cup of ground coffee to 6 cups of water is a little extreme. I like my coffee. And I would also have to say that this is getting on in the afternoon. And this is not decaf, which I should have brought. But nope, I'm doing it full on. Oh, look at all those grounds I got in there. Not classy. I don't want to be pulling this off in the field. Let's just say with the amount of grounds I have in here that it's not just the economy that's keeping me up at night. Okay, we're set. And on it goes. Now, we just have to wait for this to do its thing. It's chill time. So while we're waiting, this is equipped. There is a loo up there. There's loo, but I'm talking about the loo as in the place where you go to the washroom. That's up there, which is just directly above the picnic table where that coffee is brewing, or at least the water's getting up to temp currently. We'll see how long this takes, by the way. There's people fishing, so if I don't want all the coffee, I think I have donors. It's a family fishing. There's some people down at the other dock. Now, that is somebody's abode. I think that's a pretty great spot. I mean, there might be a lot of people as your neighbors coming and going, but the view's gotta be spectacular. Anyways, there's not a ton to Walloper. This is pretty much it in all its glory. However, it is pretty glorious, and if you're looking for a picnic and to go fishing, this is the place. Okay, we are about 7 minutes in, and I'm just starting to see some condensation. I don't see any steam escaping quite yet, so maybe I need to turn this sucker up. Okay, and by the way, I totally missed a joke when I was putting in the regulator. So next time that I go to fire this thing up, every time I put that on, I'm gonna say, regulators, mount up. Okay, so the stove itself must have enjoyed the regulators mount up joke, because right after I said that, the water started coming out the spout. So let's call that about 8 minutes before it's starting to boil and start its perk process. I will want to have a look. I'm gonna probably want to give this 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna go and stare at the beautiful vista for, 10 minutes. Should be about right, maybe 15. Anyways, I want to see how well these, propane cylinders last. Anyway, okay, catch you in a bit. Something I almost forgot, which would have been tragic and kind of funny, was a to-go cup. Imagine my Chagrin brewing up, going through all the work to brew up some hot coffee and having nothing to drink it out of. Oh my. 9 minutes, people. 9 minutes, there's steam escaping from the spout that's doing a beautiful thing. Look at it. Oh, yes. It's bringing the joy. This thing's working great so far. Okay. Time and counting until that's ready to go. Couple of thoughts while I'm waiting for the coffee to brew. Had I been more on the ball, I could have come up here, brewed a coffee, and then had myself a good fishing session. Okay, that was me getting out late and being unprepared and not thinking this through. And my main objective was to brew coffee and to recon this. But next time, and I'm definitely going to be a next time, oh, by the way, there are people paddling this, so it can be done. It's just a smaller lake. The ideal day would be to come up here, have a paddle, brew a coffee, sit and enjoy the coffee, or, whatever order you like, and then have a fish. Okay, my thought on fishing. Okay, I know there's some dudes out there that are like, fishing is life. We got to do it all the time. Yes, I like fishing, and I'm getting myself back into it, and I know it's an addictive substance. But my thought on fishing, and the rods are in lieu, is that it's a hell of a side quest. It may not be the main mission all the time, but it's simple to keep your gear and just take it with you. And whenever the mood strikes you and you're someplace, you can have a quick fish. It's brilliant. Anyways, there's my thoughts. I think the coffee's just about ready. I can smell it from over here. So I got to go rescue this. Okay, where are we at time-wise? Okay, I just checked. It was 4:34. Okay, so let's just say it's been about 10 minutes or so, getting on to 15. Actually 15 minutes that this has actually been percolating. So I think we're just about ready to do this. This stove did a beautiful job. And it looks to be about the right consistency. But I saw some grounds in there. Oh, grounds for dismissal. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on my technique because that just won't do in the bush. Okay, here we are. We're set up and I think we're ready to do the coffee. Let's see how this came out. All right. So about 20-25 minutes from start to finish. Oh, I want to get this. Let's see. Oh, I think that that's the right coloring. It looks like I have done a bang-up job of this. Okay, beautiful. Now, maybe I should try this out unadorned, naked first. Yep, that is good coffee. Now I've brought along all the fixins because I like my coffee polluted. Say about there for sugar. And if you notice, I have a bad habit of stealing my daughter's thermos. It's okay. She's not with me, she won't mind. Some cream. Remind me I got to get a little thermos. Carry the cream. All right. Not too dark and nihilistic, but not too light and sunny. That looks to be about the right consistency and coloring. Okay, let's try this out. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, there it is. Camp coffee has been brewed successfully on this Coleman stove. It works great. I would say it took about 25 minutes to brew a perfect pot of coffee, which isn't bad. I suppose if I had turned this bad boy up to 11, that I could have probably cut down that time. But I got it started, walked away, did my thing, and magically came back to coffee. And now I get to enjoy this coffee. Hopefully it doesn't keep me up all night. In the beautiful afternoon day here at Walloper Lake. Yeah, successful. The perk pot and the stove work beautifully together. I am mission ready and ready to take this out in the field. There's a couple of small mistakes, but I figured that out quick, so I have every confidence in this stove moving forward. Like I said, it was used and it was purchased that way, but it's gonna give me a whole bunch more service and maybe even my kids more service in the future. Okay, if you like what I'm doing here and want to see me do more reviews of different products in these beautiful spots and maybe travel a little bit farther afield, don't be afraid to drop a like, a comment, and smash the heck out of that subscribe button, because that's what really helps this channel grow. I'm excited to do this and to share my experiences with you. Anyways, I have kept this gear dirty. It's going to go back in its case. It's going to stay pretty clean. And the coffee definitely warm. It's still warm. And I salute you. I mean, cheers to you. Peace out, Scout.